Oh, I think it's on. Here we go. It's time for part 2 of the, not off-season, the preseason, actually. Games 3 and 4 coming your way today here in the Denver Broncos franchise. And in case you missed the end of the last stream I did yesterday, we made the move to acquire Amari Cooper. And I can't wait to see how he factors into this offense as we prepare for year 9 in the series. Welcome everybody, hope you're doing well. We had a lot of fun playing the first 2 games yesterday, and now we're back for games 3 and 4. We'll finish out the preseason. I'll have all my footage then to start putting together the actual edited episode, and then prepare for week 1 against the LA Chargers. Of course, I remember Amari Cooper rejecting my offer with the Bears. That was one of the more memorable free agent misses of mine, and it just began a trend of free agent misses that has carried into even this past week. Free agency is not very kind to me. That's okay. We figure things out one way or another. So what happened at the end of last episode? Let me tell the story again, because we played the first 2 games and we all kind of had that feeling that we really didn't have enough receiving talent, especially with how many young receivers were playing. We were missing something there. And I went through every team to figure out, okay, what's a trade that makes sense? How can we benefit us and benefit the team that is trading us? So I looked for teams that were deep at receiver. The Bucs stood out here. The Cardinals as well. Trying to find the right fit and the right skill set. And I felt that with the Cowboys and Amari Cooper, he was obviously their 3rd receiver here. And they just drafted Rashawn Mashaka. So he's going to get upgrades. He'll get one today. And soon he's going to be their 3rd highest on the depth chart. And I felt like, okay, it makes sense for the Cowboys to make the move. And I felt like from a skill set standpoint, Cooper gave me exactly what I was looking for. He is a bit like Dallas Levine. He's got speed. He runs good short routes. He does have run after the catch skills. So I said, okay, let's just experiment here and see, what happens if I offer a 4th round pick. Well, Dallas took the trade right there. 4th round pick for Amari Cooper. I think the compensation is fair, and I think that it was a very reasonable deal to try and make. So there you go. Amari Cooper becomes a Denver Bronco, and I think he's a much better scheme fit than Terrell Corville. So if you're wondering, like, okay, why did you just, get rid of Corville if you were to get Amari? Well, I think that it would have made sense for Corville to want out, considering his role in the offense. I didn't think he was a scheme fit, so I wanted to trade him anyway, and Cooper fits what we want to do better. Also, I messed around here, you can see. I wanted to see what Rashawn Carroll's ratings would look like at running back, because I felt like he was a running back playing receiver looking at his ratings. And I'm not going to switch it here, but Carroll actually is 71 overall at running back. I just don't think we need to play him there. It's an option, but I want to develop him as a wide receiver. So that's why he is currently listed here, where he would be a 71 overall running back. We just have a lot of those. So, welcome everyone to today's live stream. We're continuing the preseason action. 2 more games to go. We get San Francisco. I never like playing this game because of their D-line, but oh well. See if we get any upgrading here to start. Oh, the drink I used to drink in all my streams, that was when I was with G Fuel. That was a very long time ago. Got some upgrading to take care of now ahead of game 3. Courtney Hayward, he had some good moments in yesterday's stream. We'll go run stopper up to 73 overall. I'm back. What have I missed? Nothing today, Jacob. I just started. I detailed the Amari Cooper trade from yesterday is all. Thank you. Avery Bierschbach. What I really want is like intangibles to go up, and I think that it would be a good idea for them I know like intangibles do go up along the way, but they do so much slower. Like you see here, 1 play rec, 0 awareness. I kind of think that all positions should have like a homework upgrade where you can just focus on awareness and play rec. Okay, Jamari's a 90 here. What's his awareness at? 83. What's his play rec at? Doesn't show here. But those ratings really lag behind. Sometimes, you know, they're the bulk of the upgrade, but clearly it's not often the case. And Nate Sheffield, I would like to work on Scrambler here. Throw on the run, break, sack. I feel that's kind of the next thing to work on with him. We get short accuracy up a little bit as well. Yep, we traded for Amari Cooper. It cost us a 4th round pick, which I think was a very fair trade. He's in the last year of his contract. Dallas did not need him, and we did. So I thought a 4 was fair. I thought a 3 would be fair, but 4th round pick, Amari Cooper on the Broncos. Are about to see him play his first snaps. Also last night, I tweaked the playbook slightly. I didn't add a ton to it. I took out 1 or 2 formations and added 1 or 2 and added a few plays in existing formations. Maybe I can find some of those plays today. So now I'm on Denver version 14. If you are still playing, his play rec is 71. That's really low, Ben. I saw in my Madden share that over 50 of you downloaded my V13 file in December. So I decided to upload this one as well, because clearly some of you are still playing Madden 20. So Den V14 on PS4 if you would like my newest playbook. It's not totally different from V13, but it does have some new updates if you care. Add more pistol, it fits your offense. It would. Actually, what I did is I removed all pistol from my offense last night, because I just don't think the pistol formations have enough plays I like. It's really basic. It's not where NCAA is. Each formation only has a handful of plays, and I just didn't think that it was a great fit, and I needed the room in my playbook to add some more other stuff. Get screens for Kemp. I threw in a couple more bubble screens. Everybody here, a lot of you didn't catch the end of the stream yesterday with Amari Cooper, so a big surprise. And I think it's going to be really fun for the offense to have him on there. And it takes so much less pressure off of everybody else, because playing yesterday, Vashawn Wright did not look like a dominant number 1 receiver. And the younger receivers, I mean, they need time. Kemp was a 2nd round pick. Molina was, what, a 4th round pick? They have normal dev. We got to be patient. They're going to play early. I just don't want them getting 100 targets right now. Cooper's an 81 overall. He's the highest overall receiver on our team. I can show you his ratings here in the depth chart. So Cooper basically is the best route runner we have when you consider like just the composite of all 3. Short, medium, deep. Lowest is 81. Solid short, good deep. Also has the best release out of any receiver on the team at 82. 81 catch in traffic, 69 spec catch. Those are his lower skills. But I think with everything else, he's still got his athleticism in year 13. I think he's going to be a lot of fun to play with, and we're going to see him here very shortly. What is the plan today, and was Nate auto-drafted? He was. Or auto-generated, yeah. That was a class that was EA created. And the plan today is just to play these 2 preseason games, and if I have time, I'll do final cuts on stream. If not, well, I'll just do that on my own. Defense first. Traded the 4th round pick for Amari Cooper. And for the Cowboys, it's actually a really good trade for them, because it gets Roshan Mashaka a better chance of playing as a rookie. He's a 78 overall hidden dev receiver. He should be playing. So I did them a favor. And myself. So here we go. It is San Francisco starting with the football. And a run to the right for a gain of 7. Nyheim Hines. I would like to see a few more players get a chance today. So at running back, I do want to give Sungho Kwok and Danny Heath a few opportunities to make the roster. And then right now, I'd like to see Toa Tuilapupu play some edge. And instead of him playing linebacker, I'll play Kobe Gold there. Because Gold looked really good yesterday. So continuing to make this edge battle more interesting, and then giving Gold a chance to play with the starters. I'll even go 4-3 so he's out there. Jamari's basically a nickel, although I wish he was on this side. Oh well, Watts can handle that for now. 2nd and 4, and Blaylock. Oh my. Welcome back, Darnell Livingston. Hey Kane, I'm not sure if you saw the other night in my chat. Any plans for using the college football revamped mod? If I do like a coach carousel. For the Kalispell stuff I'm doing, probably not. But if I do another major series, then I would like to have the college football revamped. I know they've done like play calling changes, which the game desperately needs. Like, I still like NCAA, but a lot of things in the game have not aged well, and the CPU play calling is one of them. CPU quarterback play is another. But college football revamp takes care of some of that. There's a play creator. I saw somebody running the Philly special in the game the other day. That was pretty sweet to see. Down goes Blaylock. It's Turner. Wow, Miami put up 49 points in their last preseason game. That's a lot of production. 2nd down and 16 now. Forced outside. Short gain. I only stream on YouTube, yes. That's into coverage, and come on, Jamari. Bad deal, Kane. You just threw away a chance to develop some intriguing prospects for an 81 overall receiver. They're still going to play. We're going to have more than 2 receivers on the team, on the field. I want to win games while I develop players. I'm not picking one over the other. Kemp's not ready. He doesn't have the catching ratings yet. The route runnings aren't there. If you want guys to separate, you need better route running. So I added somebody that has it. All right, Amari Cooper is wide left, and we are running this one with Dion Price for a gain of 10. Do the Jean-Charles dad getting his shot at the NCAA? Are you talking that Kalispell basketball thing I tried once, but I was so overwhelmed by that game. It's easy for me to jump into older football stuff, but any other sport, and I am just lost. The Amari Cooper trade was simply a 4th-round pick for Cooper. And I say we try to get him the football here on this first possession. Back to pass again. Vashawn Wright, 2nd catch. Gain of 9. I don't think I have to trade for another receiver. Nathan Butler is interesting, but now I have, drafted receivers that have time to develop. Butler would be entering, I think, year 2 it was. I still really like him. So I wouldn't rule it out entirely, but I'm focused on who we have, especially after already giving up one mid-round pick. I have been using the catch modifiers more and more. It's just something I'm not used to. Been playing the game for 20 years, just throwing it and waiting for them to catch it. And I don't put the notifications on screen. Madden's HUD is so busy if you keep everything on. I like it clean. So, easy to forget about it there. That's Price out of the backfield now. Ah, late hit. Yeah, Cooper's speed hasn't gone down. They changed the way speed regresses for players. So if it's over 90, it either regresses slower or not at all. Oh boy. One day screens might work. And the blocks might actually happen. And adjustment made there by Amari Cooper. The throw wasn't that good, but that is the first catch for Amari Cooper here in the preseason. Third down and 2. And there's Amari Cooper. Nice tough play. 6 yards, first down. I think that Cooper can help us on those short catch and run plays, but also with his deep route running, his release is decent, best on our team, and the speed. He can make plays anywhere. Back to pass now on 1st and 10. Sully's turn. We're cruising. Oh, we've had Price at running back now for a few years. Made that move in his contract year, actually, to add something to the running game, bring some explosiveness to the offense, and it's really worked out. All right, let's try something here I just added to the playbook. This formation is primarily for Courtney Jean-Charles. Quarterback power. Jean-Charles makes a move. That's a touchdown. That was nice right there. What a drive. What a touchdown drive for Denver. Somebody called we'd score on this opening drive. You were right. Oh yeah, his speed at running back, I mean his acceleration as well. You don't need much room at all. And if you have decent blockers in front of you, I use them in short yardage because I know we can block the first couple of yards and no one's going to get to the spot faster than him. So I don't even have to use Jennings in that role all the time. Traded a 4th round pick for Amari. I want to stay in our base defense as much as possible so Kobe Gold gets some chances. They'll run to the right side here. That is trouble. And there's Toa. See, that Amari Cooper trade is catching everybody's attention here. It happened at the very end of yesterday's stream, so it was very easy to miss. Now, because I'm used to having 2 really good safeties, I like to play a lot of cover 6. Puts a lot of stress on this strong safety in this spot. So we'll have to see if I can get away with those plays. But there's Watts. And McKinney, be careful. Xavier Watts playing free safety now, which I think fits his skill set a little bit better. He can play strong, but he's just, I think, better suited for free safety. Covers a lot of ground, has great size. Nice play on the football here. And McKinney. This is an effort play right here, but a dangerous one. Man, that's a hard fall right there. We got to see Eric McKinney here one more time. Oh, my. Almost stuck the landing. Rashawn Carroll, we got to see him a little bit yesterday. He took a kick almost for a touchdown and had a nice catch and run that was called back because of a holding penalty. I want to get Jennings probably out there now for a drive. Any thoughts on the LFL, the Ladies Football League? I have never heard of that. Dice. I know there's another football league that just started, that fan-controlled football. I missed the XFL. I was having a good time with that a year ago. Thank you for the super chat. All right, what can we do on drive number 2? How about Cooper? Way downfield. He is open and can't bring it down. Good safety play. Probably saw him a little bit too late. If I throw that earlier, I can probably avoid the safety entirely. I want to see that again. Yeah, right there. But I was already like, all right, I'm stepping up. I got to get out of here. I'm in scramble mode. He's open. Gave the safety a shot. Kane, please don't move to LA and bring the snow. I mean, I brought it to Texas, so. Oh, man. If you could have one guy on offense or defense from past series onto this team, who would it be? Big fan? Max, I would probably have to say, first player that came to mind, mostly because of need, would be like Reggie Shepherd. Just a dominant receiver. He can really do it all. Although, I really wish that I could have had Lance Adams in a different Madden. Like, it was the year before, I believe, we got to see catch modifiers. He was Randy Moss as a prospect, and I couldn't use him like Moss just because you can't just throw 50-50 balls in older Maddens. You can now. Tyrone Brightful for the memes. Too deep. Wide open. Summers. Hey, Kane, have you thought about doing another player-based series on Madden 22? Ian, thank you for the super chat. I would consider it if they did something more to the player-based experience, because I've been there, done that. And I just don't think the mode is all that interesting, just to do it again in a mode I've already basically seen everything there is to do. I mean, with Matt Pierre, I went to a few different franchises, had a really fun experience there, but I'd want something more interesting like Road to Glory. Like right now, if I had to pick, I'd rather play a new Road to Glory than a new regular career mode series on Madden. Amari Cooper! Touchdown! I like this move. This works for me. All right, I was seeing if they would challenge it first. I knew he wasn't really open here, but you gotta give him a shot. Safety not a factor this time. 1-on-1. Knee down. And so is the left shoulder of Cooper. There you go. How about that for a first quarter? Have I watched WandaVision? No, I I don't really watch, isn't that a superhero thing or something? I don't watch new stuff. I just got into The Office in December, all right? I watch Twitch, sports, and then I'll watch like reruns of Psych, Law and Order, and Bob's Burgers. Like, I don't really keep up with new stuff. Oh boy. Maybe I'd like it if I tried it out, but I don't know. Just never ever got into that kind of stuff. The Marvel Universe or anything. Run defense a little weak right now. But it seems like everybody's loving it. Gave up a 4th round pick for Amari Cooper, Jeffrey. Wish I could have like commands here like on Twitch. Exclamation point Cooper. That's your call on 3rd and 2. OG Steven, thank you for becoming a new member to the channel. I appreciate the support. Enjoy the emotes. Channel member live stream once a month. We just wrapped up the February one. But then March will have another one here in a few weeks. Only a 4th? Well, he is older. He's 81 overall. He's in the last year of a big contract. And they have plenty of receivers to play. They really do not need Cooper. That's my first pick of the preseason. It took 10 quarters for me to throw an interception. I had nothing to do here. But I was like, it's either I throw a pick or I risk taking a safety here. I guess I could have thrown it to the right there. Wasn't looking there. I think I did early on and then looked left and... Alright, throwing a 50-50. But hey, 1 in 3 preseason games, I'll take that. Hey, Kane, how long did it take you to set up the Texans franchise? Want to go offline franchise, but start in the offseason. Don't know if it's worth it. The setup doesn't take all that long, really. So, what I did is I just looked at schedules and the NFL weekly schedule and just went week by week, forcing wins and losses for those teams to try to get the draft order as correct as possible. Tiebreakers end up being sometimes messed up in stats, obviously. It doesn't take that long. I think you could get it all set up in like under an hour and a half, maybe even less than an hour. I would say, though, one thing you absolutely have to do when you do that, if you're using updated rosters, is go to XP sliders right when you begin and set everything to 0. Because if you don't, consider in real life where Justin Jefferson went as a rookie. Wherever he started to wherever he ended up, if you don't put XP sliders at 0, he'll just be developing again over a season he already played in real life. So that's why you drop everything to 0, so there's no upgrading. And then you put it wherever you want after that first season. Online franchise makes it easy, but then, you know, if they decide that the servers come off for maintenance, then you're kicked off and whatnot. That's why I like being offline. I can play whenever I want. Yeah, the 0 XP slider is pretty essential for that. More pressure, let's go! Eric Palmer. So we know he and Boogie can rush a passer. They have 3 sacks already. There's rumors of a Russell Wilson to Bears trade. Thoughts? I would never trade Wilson. Neither would I. And if he goes to the Bears, I will not be happy that day. I really do not want to see Russell Wilson on the Chicago Bears. I can't see him being traded, but I couldn't see Diggs being traded either. I couldn't see Hopkins being traded for a running back. I couldn't see anything that's really happened. I didn't think Brady would go to Tampa and win a Super Bowl in year 1. Expect the unexpected, I guess. Easy money right there. Have you considered allowing Blackjack to customize draft classes in your rebuild franchises? I know how much work goes into that, and I think that that'd be a lot to ask, especially as I go through seasons so quick in that series. Sometimes, you know, we're in a season for like a week. I don't think that would really be doable. He puts a ton of work into these classes. You got to realize, looking at the entire draft class and smoothing out certain positions so it's not just like 5 first-round picks. Like, he's editing a lot of stuff. It's not just the custom prospects, but he's making the CPU prospects make sense as well. And making sure the draft order, you know, you don't just have a bunch of random players who are projected 5th-round picks, but they have like early first talent. So there's a ton that goes into there. What am I drinking? Water. Good old water. Here's Jennings. Oh, didn't need to do that. If I wasn't drinking water right now, I have a case of body armor that I bought for when I'm desiring a little flavor. First down. I'm in trouble here. Was that Jose Burgess? Former Falcon in the series? Let me see if I can find some more stuff that I just added. Yeah, this is a CJC package. If you want to see some of that. We have a jet pass in here. Let's try a little Stephen Kemp jet pass. Kemp? No. I lost a yard on that. Been a fan since UTSA, but that Michigan-Minnesota 5 overtime game is still my favorite. That was a classic. I had a really good time in that series. And another game I look back on, I can't remember what year it was, but there was a game we played against Nebraska in the snow that also stood out to me. But that overtime game, ooh, what a classic. Jean Charles just going to run for it here. Take the contact and lose the ball. I would have slid if the game counted. I would have tried. All right, so what if we do a little rotation here? Kane seems like a hard seltzer guy. Definitely not. Let's try getting Danny Heath out there. Let's get Stephen Kemp and LJ Molina. Just mixing things up a little bit. I also wanted to see a little bit more of Von Tatum. So I'm going to have him in for Eric McKinney. Let's try Molina in a big slot role because he does have solid route running. Then we'll do Jericho Knight and Trey Walker. We're taking some of these starters out a little early, but I really just want to see more reps for a lot of these players. Let's get Danny Reed-Gray inside there. I'm also going to want to see that new quarterback I signed as well a little bit. Do I still want Dallas Levine after the Amari Cooper trade? Yes, but I'm not getting him. That is not going to work out. Am I still considering trading Damian Charles? Probably not this year. A pick isn't worth it. I'm trying to win games as much as possible. I am late. What is the Cooper trade? It was Amari for a 4. I was surprised that's all it took, but I felt like it was realistic compensation, considering he's 33, last year of his contract, and they didn't need him. They have so many receivers, including the best rookie in the last class. In Madden 21 with the update, you could get Dallas Levine. That would be very nice. Might be a little bit easier. I'm thinking Carroll at least makes the roster to handle special teams. Definitely our most dynamic option there, outside of like Deion Price, but I've already talked about how I don't want to risk injury to him playing special teams and running back. All right, so first down and 10. LJ Molina. I do want to play MLB The Show 21. I saw their video today with the puppets about the stadium creator, and that looked sweet. I think that the stadium creator is going to be a lot of fun. I want to make a stadium really bad. We've done a lot in sports games, and as far as the offline experience goes, there's not much new in like the last 10 years, but a true stadium creator like that's pretty fresh. Something new. Let's motion Molina. Had to hit the button like 14 times to get the ball snapped. First down, LJ Molina. He and Kemp are going to play. It's going to be situational. I think in the red zone, you're more likely to see Molina. Outside of the red zone, more likely to see Kemp. Maybe some Colt Sully. That's 3 for Molina on this possession. Oh, I should use timeouts, huh? Will Danny Heath make the roster again? We're going to find out today because RJ Bailey didn't really impress me yesterday. So I wanted definitely play with both today to make that decision, and Sung-Ho Kwok. Nice run by Heath. Take a second timeout. Just got here. What did you trade for Cooper? Samuel, I traded a 4 for Cooper at the end of last stream. Oh, man. Try to give him the end zone target. On this play, I love just throwing this quick to Summers. Doesn't have the leverage there. Scrambling out. Throwing over the middle. What happened there? Second pick. He was in front of the corner for most of that route. Tried getting to Amari Cooper. See, he's got the leverage there I'm looking for, but then maybe the pass is just a little bit out in front. Yeah, that is out of reach for Cooper. What defense do I run? Again, that's custom. That's a custom one there, but it's just really, you know, it's not a special defense. You take the Vikings playbook, it'll be very similar. Oh boy, we're gonna score! Now I got my touchdown, it's fine. I already got 3 turnovers, yeah. My bad. Rory. Oh, he's left-handed, I forgot. Wrong way. Slower animation. Thoughts on creating a new universe? Could start NCAA and NFL season at the same time, go week by week, and have players move from series to series? I probably won't. I like what I've done with this one with NCAA and Madden tying together. But that would be a really big project, and it's not something I'm looking to do right now. It's a cool idea, but I just have way too much going on. All right, so that's the first half in the books. 14-9 Panthers series playoff game is the GOAT. I don't remember that one. Who were we playing against in that game? My memory of that team in the playoffs was that Super Bowl. I think it was against the Ravens, where all of a sudden they just turned on comeback mode late and still didn't beat us, but made it really, really close. I should have taken that out. What am I doing? I'm not sure if I'll do Final Cuts today. I might want to go through the editing first, because it'll give me a second look at every play. Because it's hard for me to spot. Like, someone just asked how Toa's doing, and I'm looking at different stuff every play, so I don't know exactly. I know his production isn't a whole lot, but when I edit things, it's easier to go back and look. I might make some of them. We'll see. Added this play. I wanted a few more options for bubble screens. I like those a lot. I actually tried to throw it there. I don't know if I hit the wrong button or what. I like Amari Cooper already. It's working. That's 6 catches. Not a bad preseason debut. Check down here to Danny Heath. He's having a decent game. I didn't mess with the trade logic, but it sounded like they moved things in the right direction. I saw some tests that people were doing, but probably still has a ways to go. It's probably one of the hardest things to try to implement, because the logic isn't universal. When you're trying to make things realistic there, like, what's realistic changes every year. And then some teams are just trying to get rid of a player, and very difficult to come up with a system that matches. But they can do better and get it closer. I've been much more comfortable passing in this game compared to yesterday. Definitely feel a lot better. All right, this is Molina and Kemp together now. We're going to roll right. We're going to throw it up. Just take a shot. Ooh. Hey, Ed, thank you for becoming a new member on the channel. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for the support.
Here we go. 60 or. You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twins. Watch twins. Pilot, 64.
Kemp, Cooper, Sully. Those are the receivers. Ah, I tried to step up. Could have had Cooper potentially. Love the new season of the Houston Texans series. If you like it so much, does that mean you want like another episode today? Is that what you're looking for? Been here since the Raiders and went back to the Vikings to see what I missed, and I instantly fell in love with your content, and since then I have watched every single one of your franchises. Thank you, Chance. Appreciate that. You want another episode today? Well, considering the video's already done, the thumbnail's done, it's uploaded, and all I have to do is hit like 3 mouse clicks on this page to post it. I suppose I could have that up today. Yesterday, I streamed immediately after the video was up. Actually, I put the video up during the final seconds of the stream. And today I plan on doing the same thing. Another 40-minute episode. It is 42 minutes, 39 seconds. I made playbook changes on that as well. So last night, I was like, I want to go edit the Broncos playbook instead of sleep right now. So I did that. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, all right, I have to work on this Texans playbook because they're right. This is not playing Deshaun Watson how he needs to be played. So I made changes to that playbook. You'll see that in action today. There's also a couple cool developments I go through in today's episode that are not our team. But one of them will still be very important to our season. Where are you going? Kane is celebrating the good weather. Indeed. It's been incredible the last couple days. Today especially. I think it's like 78 right now. Minnesota has parted ways with 2 cornerbacks. Wait a minute here. Over the top of Charles. It's Livingston. Who the Vikings cut? If I had to predict who they cut. Obviously not Gladney. Not Dantzler. Who on earth would they be releasing? Maybe Chris Jones? I can't think of who the second would be. I'm guessing maybe Chris Jones? Cardinals releasing Zane Gonzalez. The Vikings have released Tay Hayes and Cordrea Tankersley. Okay, they really didn't have roles last year anyway. Interesting timing. Whoa, almost picked. But hey, we got to show some love for that play there. 34 made that happen. That it was 36, and I just did not read the number correctly. Vaughn Tatum versus Marquand Clifford. I wanted to give Tatum a few chances here, and he almost forced a takeaway. We like that. You are getting a Texans video today. What do I think about Kyle Rudolph being released? I expected it. With the Vikings cap situation, it just didn't make sense. I can't believe it's already been 10 years he's played with the Vikings, though. But it made sense. I mean, it's time to move on to Herb Smith and Tyler Conklin and save some money there and try to invest elsewhere on the team. I've been a fan of your content since the Bears franchise. You did love your commentary and passion for your channel content. Keep up the great job. Thank you, Old School Swag. I appreciate that very much. Too bad I couldn't win a title in that Bears series. Also, too bad I couldn't get Amari Cooper, but now today, there he is. Still can get some yards after the catch. I think that's enough Cooper for today. I think that 7 catches in the preseason is plenty. Everything we wanted him to be. I do want to see more of Roy Fenderson because he could be the last on the depth chart. He's 6'4", 227. He's got 91 speed, star development, keep in mind, 74 catching, and the route runnings are in low 70s. He's somebody to look at developing possibly. Let's get CJC out there now. He does still look fast. They changed the way a lot of those players regress. So if you had great speed, they're not just going to destroy it over years. But if you have lower speed, then it will fall off pretty quickly. I'm throwing it up to Fenderson. This might not work, though. Ooh. I only had 3 catches for Kemp in the first 2 games, so we really haven't had a very deep look at him either. But with where his ratings are at, I mean, being a deep threat is going to be his best chance to contribute. But we need time to get there. We're not getting much here against this D-line. Only 3 sacks. It feels like it's been more. Any Trey Walker, we're going to see that happen, yes. I'm getting night snaps right now. I'll change everything when we get to the 4th quarter. Broncos tag Simmons. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to happen. Last year, it was Anthony Harris getting the tag. Now Justin Simmons. I feel like safeties get tagged a lot. I did not check Duncan Starks and that quarterback. We got so carried away with Amari Cooper yesterday that I totally forgot to check on those ratings. Let's do it after this game instead of the end of the episode. Yeah, Jack and Akinjide are just too good. Way, way too good. I'm giving them a chance here. You just got to win a one-on-one somewhere. Oh, that's bad. You can't be doing that. I feel like Martin Parker was underrated. I loved Martin Parker. I wish I could have had like draft classes from that game to coincide, or a franchise that had draft classes from the Minnesota series, because there were so many players I wanted more than a few years with. Yes, nice. Martin Parker, Terrence Johnson, 2 of my favorite receivers on that in that series. We had the whole Doug Duckett experience. Kevin Martindale would have been good in the pros. I'm taking this out of the end zone. It's preseason. I'm probably going to get to the 20 anyway. New Texans video will go up probably with a minute to go in this live stream, so it'll be seamless. All right, I got to get some subs in, and then the 4th game is going to be fun. That's going to be mostly backups. I kind of want to see Brendan Clarkson play. I want to see if he can handle the practice squad for this year. Let's get RJ out there. We're going to see Sung Ho Kwok more in the final game. All right, we're going deep to the depth chart now. Vaughn, McGriff, Stovall, Flynn. Going to trade Matt Killhouse. I've already talked about that a little bit. Courtney Hayward, Deontay Walker. Let's give some snaps here to Terrell Farley, who did not play yesterday at all. I checked snap counts. And at corner, Tatum, Reed Gray. Set it up like that. Let's get Terrell Portis at free safety. More Avery Bierschbach. And continue to have Rashawn Carroll on returns. We'll give RJ Bailey the rest of this game. And in the slot, let's go... I'll leave Kemp there. And then it's Deontay Walker, and we'll have him play alongside Terrell Farley. That's fine the way it is. All right, so a little Brendan Clarkson here after this play, I guess. Nice catch, Molina. New trade logic is broken too. Any okay quarterback gets you so much, like cap for Jamal Adams and Bobby Wagner. Yeah, they did make it so, like, you know, franchise quarterbacks or, you know, mid-80s quarterbacks that are considered franchise quarterbacks get a ton in trade. So, yeah, I can see where that could create some problems. They wanted to make sure that, like, mid-80s quarterbacks are valued as franchise quarterbacks in trades, which is a good idea. But then I think it requires a lot of logic when you're trying to trade for players at other positions. That was a little weird. But I don't think I'll be having to worry about that logic too much. I did notice, actually, when I was recording Texans, we actually had a quarterback on our practice squad get signed. And I'm like, let me guess. That's the new logic they put in that... nice catch, Kemp. They put in logic that changed the way they value certain positions and certain spots on the depth chart for those positions. So before, you'd see most teams in Madden carry 2 quarterbacks. Now, every team signed another quarterback because the new logic wants them to have 3. So... I think overall that's a good thing, because that means there's like another 30 quarterbacks in your league on teams getting experience throughout the year, whereas most teams carried 2, so that's only 64 quarterbacks getting experience. At least a few more can develop into potential backups. Have I considered using someone else's NCAA Dynasty or a combination? Like, not the expert for a draft class? Probably not. I mean, those are their players, and I wouldn't just assume that, you know, they'd want their players in other series. I got my own stuff, so it'd be cool, like, a couple players or something like that. But I've never talked it over with other creators like that. Thank you for the super chats, though. I have not watched the player editing stream yet, but all I know is that I better see a visor on Laudermilk. Whatever Blackjack has, I just stick with. He spends time on those accessory changes as well. He's got an idea of what he wants for every player, so I just let him do his thing. Fenderson boxing out to make that catch. Wasn't the best looking play, but it got the job done. You should seriously play Hester as tight end too. I might be doing that for part of the year, Don. I got to see a little bit more. Just because his route runnings are really low, and I think that actually matters at tight end. Like, you've seen me, I can make plays all over the place with Levi Summers and his 79 speed because his route running is really good. And Hester's isn't there yet, so you just want to see him show the ability to get open against man coverage primarily. Cool. That was money right there. Rashawn Carroll with the touchdown. And a nice throw by Brendan Clarkson. Good blitz pickup by R.J. Bailey. Ooh. That's a little anticipation right there. Just flying through the defense. That was sweet. Oh yeah, the CPU trades. I will keep an eye on those, but thankfully quarterbacks don't get traded very much, so we might not see that become an issue. What school did Clarkson go to? I can't remember. Baylor. Right in Waco, Texas. Will I try Hester at quarterback at any point or Price at receiver? Definitely not Hester at quarterback. Price at receiver in some spots. Definitely. That's a shot. And it's well defended. Corin Hubbard. O.J. Cole is the quarterback right now. Gave that up easily. Do I think the NFL might turn more into the NBA with star players wanting to be traded a lot more? Potentially. The more it works, I mean, I think the more it can happen. There we go. Deacon gave us some pressure there. And Bullet. Second down and 17. Gain of 10. Press coverage here. Cole airing it out, and we make the play. Nicely done. We've been able to make some nice plays in the secondary in these games. And I'm surprised that like these deep third corners on these in-breaking routes. I mean, that's Vaughn Tatum once again. And he's done the same thing here, playing cover 3. But trailing the receiver inside. So he's making the team. 73 at tight end on the left. Let's see if he gets the target here. O.J. Cole, that's open. Wide open. Oh, boy. The juke. And the 40-yard dash. He's gone. Ouch. I will be playing Game 4 as well. Have I ever gotten bored playing this franchise? Not even once. Not a single time. The ankles must be checked here for Portis. I'm playing the next game as well, yes. And then we'll be done with preseason. I might not do final cuts because I would like to edit the games and see every play again before I make changes. Because, like, if I want to figure out who actually played best on the D-line and O-line backups, like, I'm really not going to know until I go back and check the tape. As every coach says after a loss. What do you think happened here as you got absolutely annihilated by 21 points? I don't know. Gotta go check the tape. Because football is a complex game with so many players, it's just the easiest cop-out. Any question you don't want to answer about the game, you just say you gotta go check the tape. You don't know. We traded a 4 for Amari Cooper. Favorite Falcons player in my head coach series? Oh, DeMario Waddle. Absolutely DeMario Waddle. After him, probably Kerry Rhodes. Thanks, Don. I appreciate that. Do my best here to put on a show. Oh, yeah, I got Amari Cooper. Indeed. For a 4th round pick at the end of yesterday's live stream. We're going to roll right. Tough play. Clarkson puts it there for Fenderson. Woo! That was nice. 22 yards. Fenderson might be making the roster at this rate. Wow. Why is Clarkson wearing 2 gloves? Because if you ever bought a set of gloves, they come in pairs. Where can you buy just 1 glove? Dante Ricks gets a block from Fenderson. He's down to the 7. Too tall. You can buy just 1 glove in golf stores. I don't think Clarkson's wearing a golf glove here. It's possible, but I just don't think he is. All right, we got to take a little bit off of these ones here. Should we challenge him here with a deep corner in the end zone? No. Touchdown! Jalil Hester. Good game. How old is Amari at this point? 33? Would you ever think about an NHL expansion franchise, create your own team and stadium? I think I gotta check out NHL with the things I've been hearing over the years. I know, like, Their scouting system has been raved about. I think that NHL's in a pretty good spot as a game, isn't it? I just don't know a lot about hockey. It's not that I'm not interested. It's just so many things that I already like doing with my time. Not much new always gets thrown into the rotation there, so I'm not against trying it out. I'm sure that my gameplay would definitely resemble an expansion franchise, but I don't know. Las Vegas was pretty good a couple years ago, so maybe not. They almost won the title as an expansion team. I checked the standings the other day, and I'm like, the Wild are in first place? I didn't even know. I know they have, like, a good rookie. NHL isn't a very good game, but it has some good things. That sounds like the gaming landscape these days. Nice play. I'm calling timeouts. I want more plays. We saw the surf. We can endure anything. Exactly. Me trying to fall over myself to do a pick and roll. Is the newest NHL game, is it available in the EA... I don't know what their thing is called. The $5 a month package. Is it in there? Is the newest game in there? Oh, man. Because I wouldn't mind trying it. Jeez. That man just got hit 4 times. You should get into hockey, man. I thought I wouldn't, but it's literally an interesting sport. If you do a franchise, you probably do the Wild, huh? That or an expansion. Someone said stadium creator. Is there really a stadium creator in there? Like, I'm not sure how interesting you can make a hockey arena. To me, like, the stadium creator in the show sounds so cool because, like I said in the stream yesterday, like, ballparks have, like, more character and more unique elements than any other stadium, really. And that's even, you know, compared to, like, some of the modern NFL stadiums. Like the new Raiders stadium is super cool. Obviously, US Bank. I love the gigantic Falcon statue they have outside of the new Falcon Stadium. So, is it in the EA Play Vault? NHL 21? I mean, there's seasons going on. I wouldn't expect it to already be there. The game's been out 5 months or so. I'm betting that NHL 20's in there. I still have 37 seconds. I don't plan on wasting them. Can you just, like, literally make an expansion franchise in that game? Trying to give him time to separate. And Carroll makes the catch! Let's go. Okay. You can make an expansion franchise. Oh, no. Clarkson is an undrafted quarterback I wanted to play with, and I have enjoyed playing with today. He's got really good short accuracy. No! No! I don't like the animation. Yeah, we got Fred Warner playing against third-string players right now. No wonder. That's not even fair. There's an expansion draft. Ooh. I don't know the players, but that sounds cool. How can I get a crash course on the game of hockey? Maybe watching a game like everybody else. Now, obviously I don't have like the NHL TV package or whatever. I'm sure there is one. Are there a lot of games on national TV? What's that like if you're out of market and you just want to watch big games? Is there like a couple big ones a night? It is hot in here. I was controlling him. Whoops. Ball game. Yeah, the Fog of War scouting, I really like the sound of their scouting system in there. There's like 3 national games a week? Really? 2 to 3 a week? I'm not complaining about the heat, it's just hot in here. I just like my fan on. That was a fun game. That was really fun. Brendan Clarkson made some plays. Glad we got to see him a bit. Amari Cooper was excellent. The receivers just continue to stand out. We don't have any interceptions yet in the preseason. I wonder if we can change that. Yes, I had fun. Amari's 33 in this series. Tayshawn, I don't really know what the fix is there because I've been so used to just holding L1 so the CPU plays it out. I think if you want to have like as little impact on the play as possible, just control D-line. I wish there was a way to just have it automatically take over. I don't know why they took that out. I did check out Matt Reddick's ratings at tight end. They weren't good enough. The hockey guy on YouTube is a very personable and knowledgeable guy about the game. All right. Because I am starting at like the ground floor in terms of hockey knowledge. Okay, there were a couple players I was meant to check the ratings of. There was a punter and a quarterback. Gained nothing while living in the hockey state. Yeah, I was too focused on football and then baseball. Alright, I don't know if they're going to be free agents. The punter, Duncan Starks, is currently on, I think, the Ravens practice squad here. 97 power, 76 speed, 83 strength. He can tackle. Duncan Starks. I wonder if he's got linebacker skills then. What is he? 267, maybe defensive lineman. There was a quarterback. Who's the quarterback? What was the other player's name again? Declan May Riedenbecker. What position? Was he quarterback or punter? Quarterback. All right. Where was he? He's on the Saints practice squad. There he is. Okay. All right. Hidden Dev, South Dakota State. 85 throw power. No accuracy, really. Decent speed. So he's probably like a fullback, tight end. Very interesting. So quarterback might not be his best long-term position. '86 strength. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Let me save quick. And we'll get into the final game. If the Broncos had Deshaun Watson, do I think they're a playoff team? They definitely, I think they're still like a borderline team. I mean, there are a lot of solid teams there in the AFC. Miami missed out on the playoffs last year. So they would certainly be in the mix. I don't think it would like cement it. They have a pretty good chance though. Physical for Dante Ricks, who may be on the practice squad once again. Danny Reed Gray, slot. And Eric McKinney. 87. Pretty good. All right, we have one more game to go. We've had a really fun preseason to this point. Let's see us close it out. Yep, I saw that Justin Simmons got franchise tagged. Micah Hyde signed an extension with Buffalo. Panthers expected to tag Taylor Moton. Last game coming up. Rashawn Carroll from the goal line across the 30.
We got this.
All right.
70, Indy.
Final game here before the games start to count. That was weird. Oh yeah, I think I added some plays to this one. And I added this close slot formation as well.
Ready. 56, Mike, 56. Check. You draw course, snap.
Does YouTube have commands through Streamlabs? I have to check that out. I've just never seen commands on YouTube before. Take the shot. No. Remind me too when we're done here, and we'll check on injuries around the league to see how things are going to impact the beginning of the season.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Run. 180. 59. All day, baby. All day. Slam.
Run defense has given up a few more plays than I think we're used to seeing here.
180. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
I think when we go 3 wide, maybe Bullet is kind of a liability there.
No, guys. 180. Hey, let's get in there, rolls.
Third down and 13 now. They still have Mitchell Trubisky here with the check down on 3rd and 13. Why even break the huddle? Nice punt. All right, let's see if we can put together something now. We had a pretty good episode, or a pretty good game in Game 3. Ooh, I like Amari Cooper. This is perfect for what I want to do. Let's avoid those big hits here. We roll to the right. Cooper not getting open. That worked. I wanted to test out this play here. It's a version of the end around that has a tight end pulling. I want to try it in preseason, obviously, because it probably won't work. I just wanted to see it. Yeah, it's probably too slow. Stick with the Jets. That wasn't an RPO. I got kind of confused at first. It's just a bubble screen. Now I don't like that play as much. I like this one. Ah, nice tackle. Yeah, Wright is not the receiver to be getting those bubbles. He doesn't have a good juke move. That should be Rashawn Carroll or Amari Cooper. I want to go for it here.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Ah, broken up. Ja'Cory Blackwell.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
All right. I just want to get to the backups mostly. A little play fake. Trubisky's got Noah Fant. He had a really good game against us in that playoff matchup. Got the better of Amari a few times.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
So besides Madden, what other games are you guys playing right now? What's out that you're enjoying? A little play fake here. Trubisky's got him. That's Carl Joyce. Fall Guys, Out of the Park Baseball, Fortnite, Minecraft, Destiny 2, the Dragon Ball Super card game. That could be completely made up, but I wouldn't know. Old School RuneScape, Minecraft 2K, Football Manager, Street Fighter. A little bit of everything, it sounds like. There's Boogie. Laying low until I get the PS5. Is it still really hard? Like, are people still having, like, huge issues getting them? I was lucky in December to get mine. I thought kind of by now a lot of it would die down, and like if you were at least camping out queues it would have been fairly easy, but I'm guessing the scalpers haven't slowed down a bit. I saw like they've been going for less on like StockX than they were before, but then I saw the price creeping up a little bit again. Like for a while they were 900, and then I saw like a month after I got mine I was just curious and they were going for 7, and then it was like creeping up into the 8s again. Yeah, I know it's hard to get GPUs. Ugh. And you probably can't get the one you want now until the next one is announced and sold. I'm guessing that they're still going after even like 1 to 2 year old cards. That's still a lot of the crypto mining, isn't it? That's impacted that entire market. Not just flippers. Even cards from 2 years ago are all back ordered. That's unreal. Ooh, how'd he catch that? I keep forgetting what kind of card I have. I want to say it's like a 2060 Super. If that sounds about right.
50, plant. Tight end right, tight end right. Even, fourth down, even.
Let me see if I can find what card I have exactly. I can never remember. Yeah, 2060 Super. Is that a pretty good card?
On the double. Tight left, 4 down.
Please no spam.
Get it. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Set, ready? 18, Gator. 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Keep ripping.
Come on. At the 1 with 1 second to go. Vashawn Wright making one of his better plays of the preseason.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Those are selling for over 1,000 now. Are you kidding me?
Let's go now. 7.
That is unbelievable. They just denied that. Rush Hour, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. No message.
Here we go. 15, 1, 51. Hey, Hayward. 5.
A little play fake. And a back foot throw to Hester for the touchdown. Hester's had a nice preseason. CJC throws the touchdown, and I have to do one more depth chart edit. Does Green Bay keep Aaron Jones and Rob Tunyon? I don't think they're going to keep Aaron Jones. If they did, that would make that pick of A.J. Dillon even more of a head-scratcher than it already was. I just don't know that the Packers are in a position roster-wise where they can afford a premium running back contract. I wouldn't think so. And there's going to be a team out there with like 90 million in space that says, hey, we'd like Aaron Jones. Yeah, 15 million a year sounds wonderful because they don't have a good quarterback or a contract, like a big quarterback contract. That's the circle of life when it comes to free agency. Bad teams cause you to lose your favorite player. Happens every year. Almost set up here. I want to see a Mecca Clements, and I want to see Jericho Knight. Finally, set up. Oh, you're talking to a Chargers fan. Yeah, they've lost some over the years. I still remember the big playoff game Darren Sproles had against the Colts that one year. They had a heck of a backfield. Did they ever have Tomlinson, Turner, and Sproles simultaneously? I forget if they were all at the same time. I know that
Go. 10 over.
I think it was Tomlinson and Turner for sure. Oh, man. See, Jamari, that doesn't happen with Jamari.
Set. 18 Gator. Right 54. Let's go. Fight. Ready.
Oh, Super Mega Baseball. I am looking to play that again here soon. Springtime, baseball season. Definitely love Super Mega Baseball. That's wide open. But he lost it. Quarterback here is Grayson Esposito. He has a few overall points under Trubisky. It'd be cool to see him start this year instead because Trubisky's getting older and he's like a 74, but this is how they have it set up.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Snap.
Play fake, a shot downfield, and the penalty flag is thrown. You know, I've considered doing things like that, like just dropping Trubisky's ratings to get Esposito to start instead. I've considered it. What do you think? Should I drop Trubisky's ratings so they start their backup instead that has a couple years of experience and is like a 71? Spit Hill is in for the touchdown. Absolutely do it. All right. I wish the CPU could better identify, like, hey, overall gap is a thing, but so is the age gap there. And you need to look at, okay, Trubisky's probably 10 years older at least in game. Who cares if he's 3 overall greater? He's within a couple of years of retirement, most likely. Make a move. Don't be so tethered to overall rating. I'm trying this one more time. If I had to pick right now for the Vikings, probably somebody like Christian Barmore, just a good defensive starter on day one. I think that's a very likely pick for them too. Yeah, this play is getting thrown out. Out of the Park 22 trailer drop today. Would love for you to check it out, Kane. Thanks for the stream. I'll definitely have to check it out, Alex. I know that game is on Xbox. Is it coming to next-gen console? Not that I don't want to play it on PC, or I wouldn't, but I do play console. Although with all those menus, I'm sure keyboard and mouse is the ideal way to handle it. I should try Out of the Park again. That game is so cool. It was on Xbox, though, last year. Yeah, the show's going to be on Xbox this year, so a lot of you that have not had the chance to play before will. That'll be fun. A lot more people exposed to the game that way. Oh, that wasn't even intended for Fenderson. How long does it take for me to make a franchise video? Between gameplay editing and commentary, I would say at least 4 hours. And then when you consider, you know, like making the thumbnail, I take notes before each game on some stats and whatnot that I might need in commentary. Probably 4 to 5 hours on average. Almost intercepted. Come on. I like Deontay Walker, though. I think he makes the team. He's been one of the standouts on defense. .29 gave that up. Yeah, he's 29. Okay. Man to man. Ooh, whoa, what was that? That was like a juke, corkscrew. Kind of looked like a WWE move there. Any Texans today? Yes. The video will be up as soon as I'm done streaming today. Got some pressure. Who can we thank for that play? In the previous game, I thought Nelson Johnson was getting some pretty consistent rush. Bullet. Actually, that might have been Bullet in the last game, too. I think I got their numbers mixed up. All right, 3rd and 14 here. Nice. I would appreciate an interception, though. I thought the Packers were going to take T. Higgins or Michael Pittman. I was really worried they'd end up with T. Higgins. That's no good. I can't believe in that loaded draft class they took Jordan Love and A.J. Dillon. Still cannot believe it. I can understand the Love pick a lot more than the Dillon pick. I just really don't understand why they thought they would need to spend a 2nd round pick on a running back. You had Jacksonville with one of the top rushers in the league, James Robinson, undrafted. And if you wanted, like, it's obviously easy to use this as an example because it's the one example that worked the best. There are a lot of undrafted running backs, and every year, one is going to get to or come close to 1,000 yards, but, you know, imagine getting somebody like James Robinson and then not spending a 2nd round pick on a running back. He can catch the ball. Like, Robinson is a 3-down back. And I think if Green Bay had somebody like that, they'd probably have an easier time moving on from Jones. I still think they're going to. We're going deep on this one, and it's almost picked. Ah, I thought I could get it past them. 4-7 for 8 yards. That is not what I wanted here. You think A.J. Dillon's going to be the bell cow? He had a couple good games, you know, down the stretch, and we got to see, like, you know, that power running and that punishing style. But I'm not really buying it yet. I still think he's going to be like a goal line back and won't have a huge role.
All day, baby, all day. Ready? 60 outlaw.
54. Wildville, Wildville.
Let's go.
I wonder if they didn't take Dylan there in the second where he would have gone, because I legitimately thought he might go undrafted or be like a day 3 pick.
Down. 90 Wolf. Clear.
That's open again, but it's missed.
Ready, ready. 6-6. Pull it high. Shift step.
Should we have him start for Jacksonville?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Set, ready? 8, read.
18 moving. 18 moving. Single, single.
All right, Fenderson all the way across. Let's go with this little screen. I do think Fenderson makes the team as the 6th receiver,
That's it, baby. That's it.
as long as 6 fits. I'm not sure yet how many running backs we're going to keep.
Like that, get it.
Come on, fellas.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Deep grip, deep grip.
Boom! Yeah.
Here we go. 10-2 start.
Double time.
Right up.
Check, check. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mic 91. Right here, right here.
Fine.
I'll try to run the football a bit more in the second half. I've gotten pretty pass happy in this game. About a minute to go now. Ooh. Not getting the penalty.
Set. 15 run. 15 line.
I got you. I got you.
Ready, ready.
Oh, yes! The power running of Courtney Jean-Charles. We've seen this a couple times now in the preseason. Fights for extra yards. He avoided a sack yesterday by breaking tackles in the pocket. Heavy blitz.
Right up. 18 Gator.
Mic 91. He can't hit it. He's not gonna get me.
What is my philosophy on offense? To sum it up,
Let's go. 60 or.
Big serious.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 91.
Huh.
ah, come on, we gotta have that one. third drop catch. I don't think they're all like clean drops. Some of those are in traffic. My philosophy on offense. I would say that my philosophy on offense kind of revolves around trying to put yourself in a position to come away with explosive plays, but not necessarily playing in the most aggressive style, which I know kind of sounds weird. But when it comes to like running backs, I'm starting to really more so focus on like speed backs and guys who have the chance to break one as long as they can get a crease and make one guy miss. And at wide receiver, I mean, mostly just guys that create separation. Definitely separation at receiver. Try to make easy reads for the quarterback. I used to try to be a lot more efficient on offense, but then I went away from that and tried to be a little more big play oriented. Hey Vernon, thank you for becoming a new member on the channel. I appreciate that very much. No, the philosophy is not throw interceptions. It is not. And I do, you know, it's hard to do this in Madden exactly, but just overall, a thing I like on offense is kind of to set teams up for the big play shot, the shot downfield, over like trying to, you know what the Chiefs do? They just throw deep and they kind of just like assert their dominance there because they're just that good. They have Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill, but if you try to do it with, you know, an average quarterback and receiver, you can't do that. So more so, I look at trying to open it up just by getting the defense to focus on other things and kind of lull them to sleep a little bit, and then take more strategic shots, trying to isolate certain players. That was a nice run by Spithill. That was pretty sweet. If I were to run an offense, though, I'd want to run a lot of pistol. Because I think that the pistol formation, you can set it up in so many ways to where you have so many options just based on the personnel and alignment. I think the pistol is easily the most versatile formation. It's not as deep as the shotgun. You can have multiple backs used a little bit easier. You can still have a fullback utilized, whereas in the shotgun you're not going to. Nice play.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Go now. 50 plant.
Been watching since day one of the Minnesota Dynasty and NCAA 14. I appreciate that. Fun times in that series with the Gophers. We had a lot of fun. A lot of great players. I also really enjoy the conference games in there. I tried to get there in the Kalispell series by going to the Pac-12. Tried to get there, but those games just weren't as competitive as I would like. The Stanford games were awesome, but But I feel like the Big Ten games in Minnesota were really special. I just felt like we were challenged a lot more by teams like Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio State. Oh boy. Who'd be your ideal OC for this offense? Greg Roman? Yeah, he'd probably be one of the better OCs for what I would like to do. I also, like, they don't use pistol, but I really like the Kyle Shanahan offense. I think that I've adopted a lot of stuff just based on the way they handle things. I wish I could do even more, too, with, like, play action. Like, a lot of these modern schemes, a big emphasis is on play action, and in Madden, it just doesn't work the same. I wish it did, because play action would open up the game strategically in just the biggest way. If it was implemented correctly, where players would bite on fakes, and I'm talking linebackers and, you know, over-aggressive safeties, like... Without that, play action doesn't really work. If there's no tricking the defense at times, or at least getting them to take more time in processing the play. Sometimes that's as good as somebody taking a full step. My sliders are the same as you, but CPU still sucks. They seem better for you. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, everybody's got challenges here at getting the sliders to play right. I do go through this thing to kind of reset the game a little bit when I use sliders. So, because I notice when I play and I'm messing around with sliders, like eventually... animations aren't right, and just the game isn't playing how it should. So I will go in and delete my profile and then go back into the game and recreate the sliders there. Like, I do that after every season. I did it the other day. I deleted my profile and then made a new franchise file after importing the sliders again, just so that animations are right. Sometimes that helps. I call it the profile reset. I don't know, it's like a superstitious thing, but I know what it looks like when the game is out of sync and animations are like players are warping more and animations aren't as clean as they normally are. Difficult to explain, but I've seen it all the time. Oh yeah, the Gophers Dynasty I think would be a lot of fun to watch if you enjoyed Kalispell and you're just looking for more. Yeah, the game management, Zachler, like, that is still really, really outdated. The way they don't use the sideline, the way that, like, there'll be 12 seconds left, they're at the 15-yard line, and they throw a check down with no timeouts. And they don't throw it to the end zone. Like, that needs to be, like, hardwired into the AI to know, hey, if we want to win, we got to do X. It'd be like in a basketball game if a team was down by 3 and with 5 seconds left, they just take a short jump shot. What NCAA sliders do I use? I've made this set And I know I have it shared somewhere in like a Kalispell recap video or something. I don't have them handy right now. I show them off in the off seasons. But that's a set that I built over the years. That is a little bit off the mark. Thought they'd have it. I run a CPU 32 team slow sim league. It's so fun. I see how that could be fun. I love the CPU games. And when you got a good league going, like, you know, in here, I feel like if I watched the CPU games in this franchise, that I would really enjoy it. Because I'm invested in the players, and I like seeing players develop on other teams here in the series. That's part of why we can go 9 years and still have fun. Because I want to see players break out and what teams end up being really good and why. Spithill's having a really good game against us, and now he is hurt. Hopefully that's not serious. I've thought about trading for Spithill in the past. I see him every offseason here, or in the preseason, so I get to see a lot of his carries, and he tends to do well, like today.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Break. 54. Mike 54. Cut. On. Back.
We do the pretty much the same thing on 2K. One friend runs a sim league, and all of us act as GMs. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, a version of like the out of the park or football manager experience. And sometimes it's still fun because I think you get to go through things a little bit quicker when you're doing those sims, not sitting down playing every game. And if you like to go through stats and have you know, a lot of takeaways from that, then it gets really fun to go through seasons quick. And I found out, like, doing my rebuilds on the second channel, like, I don't gotta play every game. I only have to play half the games to feel like I got the experience of the season. I want to watch the big games. I want to check the stats on a regular basis and develop players. All right, so the preseason has one more quarter left. Thanks for spending some time with me these last 2 days as I get this gameplay. Looking to get the video up then over the weekend and then get on to week 1 as soon as that is accomplished. Grayson Esposito is going to take the sack at the 9. It's Nelson Johnson with 3 on the day. Am I doing another Dynasty anytime soon? Probably not. There are some other things I want to work on instead, and I don't think I'll be starting a Dynasty anytime in the immediate future. Yeah, I'll get some head coach going this weekend as well. Having an interesting season in there at the moment. Let's see if we get a little offense here to close it out. This game's been kind of boring, and I haven't played that well. Let's get Clarkson out there for a little bit longer. We've seen plenty of CJC at this point. Brendan Clarkson. Oh, I got a huge block there. I got so lucky. As a rookie, I could see LJ Molina outproducing Kemp simply because of the route running. Kemp's best trait is getting downfield, and I just don't know how much of that we're going to do. It might be easier to incorporate Molina. We'll see. They're both going to get chances. But at least now we don't have to force a ton of targets their way if things aren't working. That's overthrown. Can I elaborate on missing out on Isaiah Simmons and the Texans free agency? I mean, I just lost. I put in a really good offer. I gave the highest contract offer, and he just took less, which happens to me all the time in franchise, for whatever reason. I put in like a 4 or 5 year deal, got the most points, ended up taking less. Would have been really fun to have him on that defense. Would have been like Amari in this series.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
54. I got one, I got one. Hit it. Let's go, let's go.
What team did he go to? I don't even remember which team ended up signing him. I just remember losing.
30 base. Clear. Get it. Right. Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the curve, watch the curve. Big air, big air, big air.
Be different, be different.
Haven't seen Spithill return, so I wonder if that injury is actually somewhat serious. Let's try some press coverage here. Can we get off the field now? That is looking open at the sideline. So what do we think about pass rusher? Because I don't think anybody has really taken that job here in the preseason. I still think there's going to be some heavy rotation at that opposite spot. Kind of like when you have 3 running backs getting carries. Who's the hot hand? Who can generate pressure? And who knows, maybe it becomes like a situational deal where it's like, all right, this left tackle is better against power rushers, therefore this player is going to play. Or this player, we can expose them better with Trey Walker versus Jazir Deacon. Although we have a lot of speed rushers. So that's a little tricky because there's not much variety. But Walker just picked up the sack here. A big hustle play.
Ready, set.
I feel like Trey Walker has been the best and the more versatile player.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Johnson's been really good today. Five and a half minutes to go now in the preseason. We got Brendan Clarkson out there.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
threw the ball a lot better against San Francisco for whatever reason.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Check 50. Check 50. Kill.
Double team the edge over there. Sung-Ho Kwok has made a few plays and now grabbing at that left wrist. That's his 4th catch of the day. I want to see if he goes to the locker room here. No. Sideline is good. 4 down territory. I'll run inside zone here. So that didn't work. And neither did that. Should get one more drive, though. Esposito underneath. Still got D.D. Westbrook? Touchdown saving tackle. I'll use a timeout here.
70 Indy.
54 Mike. Your track. Check. Get it.
Ready up.
Why do I sign like 20 running backs every offseason? I like developing them. I only signed 1 and drafted 1. Well, I've been trying to find like a 3rd running back to start developing, and I like having somebody on the practice squad, and I like having a pass catcher, a power back, so it's just fun to develop running backs is all. And with how often they get injured in Madden, like, it's good to have depth. But part of the motivation this year was, can we upgrade over Danny Heath? And the thought there was that R.J. Bailey would be the better player. And I don't know, after playing the preseason, that I like playing with Bailey over Heath. Maybe I can get him a couple more opportunities here, but I just haven't seen it yet. I still want to develop Cameron Britt. I can get some experience here. 2 completion streak here for Clarkson. This is all about the development now. Alright, I need to get an open look. I'm taking the sack here instead. Oh no, a fumble. We'll keep it. Fourth down and 13. Oh no, Hester couldn't make the catch. It was going to be shy, but it would have gotten the goal accomplished. How about that? 4 of 10 start, wasn't looking good, and then 12 of 14 cents. That's pretty good. That fumble cost 1 morale. I think that might be true even. All right, give me one more drive, please.
Get it. Get up.
Nice play there by 56.
Ready. 10 logo.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Switch up, switch up.
Earlier today, I got in my Lions franchise a touchdown on a Philly special to Matt Stafford.
54 Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
I wish they had a thing in the game to help you build out trick plays. Like, that would be so cool. Like a real play creator that allowed you to implement laterals and
Hey, pick your game up.
just whatever. That'd be so fun. People would find a lot of broken stuff, but it would be fun. That was a nice play, by the way, by Jericho Knight on that previous sack. So I'll have like 30 seconds now to mess around. Closing out preseason. It's Friday? I didn't even know that. I thought it was Thursday. What's everyone doing this weekend? Clearly, I didn't even know it was the weekend.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
What, a UFC fight? Studying for midterms? Going skiing?
Get that ball. Get that ball.
AEW? Oh boy. Thank you for the blitz pickup. Clarkson's gonna heave it. And Molina just looked at it. Come on, one more big play. One more. Let's motion Kemp to the right side. What can we get going here? Clarkson up top for LJ Molina, and it's broken up at the last moment. Studio session. Awesome, Malik. Why would I punt? Going surfing tomorrow. So we got some of you skiing, some of you surfing.
Watch that end. Key him. Key the tight end.
And that's at least open. LJ Molina will close out preseason for us. That was fun. Especially a San Francisco game. Preseason's a good time in here. I think that we find a way to really enjoy these 4 exhibition games every year. What do I want to play for music? This works. Alright, so the most important thing is we came out of preseason without a bunch of key injuries. And we feel good about our starters and some of the players that'll have to contribute this year as new role players. I love playing with Amari Cooper earlier today. I feel that it's not Dallas Levine, but maybe the next best thing for the offense. Let's check out the full stats. I'm not doing full cuts today. Again, I wanted to see, I want to edit before I do the full cuts. Got some more upgrades though. Let's spend those. I don't think Spellman's getting cut. I imagine he's going to be playing an important role for them. All right, so again, I wanted to check out the injuries. None for us. Plenty of teams with no injuries right now. Dom Hampton, ruptured disc. He is their second-round rookie. So he's going to miss a lot of his rookie season. Daniel Foster, pulled groin. A few of these we've already seen, like these two yesterday. Jason Pruitt out 8 weeks for the Jets. Jordan Rush is going to miss a couple games. A couple here for Houston, and that's all of them. All right, so checking out the stats here. Ended up with 4 interceptions, but hey, we had 7 touchdowns at least. Courtney Jean-Charles, I was a lot more just like messing around with him a lot, throwing deep and seeing what he could handle. I liked playing with him, but he still feels very raw as a passer and is very wild with his accuracy. Thought Sheffield was fine. Clarkson, I liked playing with him. I feel he could be a solid backup to work on developing. We're halfway to his first upgrade. Rushing, really didn't feel like I was running that well with RJ Bailey. I felt like the other running backs were maybe even a little bit better. So not sure yet what I'm doing there. At receiver, Molina was definitely impressive. Same with Cooper. Kemp had his moments, but I thought Molina was better. Sully, I don't know. I feel that there might not be a great role for him right now. Hester had some impressive moments for sure. Rashawn Carroll, we got to see some of that explosiveness. Ashton Bully had some struggles. Faced some pretty good rushers. Deontay Walker, I thought was really impressive. Nelson Johnson came on strong today. Trey Walker, 2.5 sacks. Deacon had 2. Knight picked up 1 at the end. How about deflections? 5 for Walker. Corin Hubbard had 3. Tatum 2. Nobody got the interceptions, though. So we have to cut 19 players. Not looking to do this now. I want to go and edit this before I make those changes. I think Rayshawn Monk will be on the practice squad. I'm checking out practice squad eligibility for some of these players. Danny Heath actually has some eligibility. Cameron Britt does as well. At receiver, I don't know yet if Colt Sully makes the team, because after Cooper and Wright, I want to play Kemp and Molina, and I like Fenderson. And I want to keep Rashawn Carroll. So does Sully end up being cut? I'm off to work, so you have a good day, Kane. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate that. Hope you have a good night. Could end up cutting or trading Sully. And I think realistically, a trade, considering what he's done in his career, probably a 7th round pick, honestly. If I don't keep RJ Bailey, probably just cut because he's a running back. Why would you need to trade for a 3rd string running back? And I don't trade players if I sign them in the preseason stage, because if teams wanted them, they would have picked them up beforehand. At tight end, probably the first 3 here. try to keep Evans on the practice squad. Oh, he has no eligibility. I am looking to trade Mac Hillhouse. That is going to happen. Maybe for a player, maybe for a pick. Probably a pick. Clements, I'm not sure he stood out enough to make the roster. Probably just going to be on the practice squad. Walker definitely makes it. And at corner, I think it's the top 6, with Poole going to the practice squad. I wasn't sure about Tatum because we have some guys here pushing for that spot, but I liked what I seen to keep him on the roster. At safety, I'm guessing Carroll is going to be starting. Bierschbach as the backup there. Might only keep 4 safeties. All right. So that is going to bring an end here to the preseason. It was a lot of fun going through these games, but now it's time to look ahead to the real games beginning. We have the Chargers in week 1. Here are the league leaders, by the way. And remember, the CPU games, I don't have all their stats because I'd have to sim past this. And next is week 1, so I wouldn't be able to see all 4 games worth of stats anyway. Grayson Esposito. We could make that move here for Jaguars to make the move at quarterback. Just enough to get him starting over Trubisky. Because they didn't draft anybody. I'm trying to help them by doing this. He's a 25-year-old quarterback. So we have to get Trubisky down to 70. I suppose we could drop some of the accuracies as well. Or throw on the run. We got to get him down to 70. Right now he's a 71. Alright. That gets him to 70. We're doing this so the Jaguars play a young quarterback who might actually have a chance to become their franchise quarterback. I don't think he will, but I know Trubisky won't. He's too old. And they never made a move to add anybody, so we're helping them out there. Unless they want to go make a trade for Quan Tippins, which would be pretty cool. So that is probably going to wrap it up then. Fun time here in the streams the last couple of days. Ready to get on to the real games here soon. Here are some of the standouts, though. Apollo Burgess, Kent State rookie from Minnesota. Aiden Spithill, is he good to go? Looks like he is. Charquez Towns, not bad. Jason Slaughter, 6.2 a carry. Receiving, Traquan Smith, Gerard Gaddison. I wanted to draft him. Gaddison, I think he's already upgraded once. Yeah, so he's close to his 2nd upgrade already. Got a lot of playing time there. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for today. Hope you enjoyed the action over the last 2 days, and I'll be back this weekend to edit this together to put together the preseason video, and then it's on to week 1. Check Spellman. Okay, I'll do that. That's the last thing. Yeah, the XP sliders, I think, are getting better and better as I tweak them and take a look at their progress. Spellman had a 1 catch. I wonder where he is on their depth chart. Maybe 4th or something, but he still should have gotten snaps. 5th? I mean, he won't be there forever. He's got to get a couple upgrades. So he's pretty unlucky here. Got to get through this mess to start getting snaps. That's okay. He wasn't like a first-round pick or anything, so climbing the depth chart, pretty natural. That is it for today, everybody. Appreciate your time, and if you're looking for something else to watch, if this wasn't enough for you, perhaps a new episode in the Houston Texans franchise is what you're looking for, and in that case, I got you right here. You can go enjoy that. Have a great Friday, everybody. Appreciate your support, and I will see you all next time.